No, not at all. There's so many bizarre ones. If you went back and listened to like the fucking 80-something episodes, and yeah, there's some weird shit in there. But,
out of context.
Yeah, that's right.
Weird shit in here as well.
There is. Should we get into the lyrics?
Yeah, I guess.
It's wordy. It's fucking wordy. The first verse.
Wait, what song are we doing?
I fucking told you.
You didn't
Open
say
your
it.
fucking ears up.
I don't think you said it.
I did.
Roll back the tape.
Oh, fuck me.
The zoo song. Are we talking about a zoo?
I'm just going to read the first verse. You can fucking figure out what we're doing.
You're fuck, Zav.
No, because there's
When
things in the zoo.
superstars and cannonballs are running through your head. A television freak show, cops and robbers everywhere. Subway makes me feel nervous, people pushing me too far. I've got to break away, so take my hand now.
Can I just say, as a
Hi,
real
welcome
quick-
to Subway. What would you like? End of the line, buddy. Let's
Stop
go.
pushing me!
What
Yours
sort of
is a lot
buns do they
nicer
have?
than where I was going with this. I was just going to talk about our friend Brendan again. Hey, Brendan. I know
Kill
you're in
someone.
the subway. You're listening to this
Oh.
podcast. Why don't you just push someone a little bit too far? Push them over off the edge into a train.
Yeah.
Kill someone.
Chicken fillet. Meatball.
Treat yourself to a 2-for-1 cookie deal after you do it. You like a drink with that? Yeah, go on.
Grab
Go on in.
one of those knives and slit their
Toasted?
throat.
Yeah. In
Fresh.
case you don't know what we're talking about, we're referencing a previous episode where we were encouraging people to kill someone. We're doing that again now.
It's happening.
It's a good little bit. It's a good little bit we got going.
Yep.
It sounds like he's really describing some sort of like Mad Max style world. Like everything's gone to shit.
It's
Yeah.
is it not
Post-apocalyptic.
Is it not though the wussiest vocal of all time?
What is this the first
No wonder
time
the
you've heard
subway
Travis
makes you
Garden,
nervous.
mate?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So what? Just because you're not a tough guy, you can't. You're saying he wouldn't survive in the subway?
Well, definitely not in the jungle. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Well, yeah.
Something I want to bring up that might come up later is that when you listen to this song, it actually genuinely sounds like he says, "I want to live like cannonballs."
Oh yeah, I was gonna,
Oh,
I
100%.
always thought it was.
And
Yeah.
Wait, cannonballs or cannibals?
it could be either.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Forever.
Cannibals.
But the fact that he mentions cannonballs in the very first line makes me think that it's on purpose.
Well, that's why I always,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Cannibals.
Do you know what happens when a
Wow.
cannonball runs through your head?
Yeah, you fucking die.
You
Your
die.
brains go kaspat.
Cannonballs
Brains go-
are as big, if not bigger, than your head.
Yeah.
Not my
So-
head.
Mm.
It's fucking huge.
Do they run through your head, or do they blast, annihilate through your head?
I was curious to
Obliterate.
see
Yeah.
what Dan Southern thinks about superstars running through one's head.
Okay. I actually was more
Glad
taken
you
back
asked.
by the cannonball line, but now that you mention it, superstars makes me think of like WWE. They would often refer to them as superstars more than wrestlers. They would be like, Stone Cold Steve Austin would come out and they'd say, "Oh, one of today's greatest superstars in WWE." So I can only really think that maybe he's referencing Stone Cold Steve Austin just charging full force at one's head and going straight through it
See, I was
with
thinking
a
of
cannonball.
maybe the third movie in the trilogy of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But in this one,
Honey,
a
We
bunch
Shrunk
of celebrities. A bunch of celebrities have been shrunk by that mad fucking man, Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
The fucking weird man that's shrinking people and blowing people up. And then he
There's an old
shrunk
joke about
some
Rick
celebrities.
Moranis where it's like, is Rick Moranis dead or just his career?
Well,
Hey, he chose to end his
That's true.
career.
he had a good career.
But
He
there was a
actually,
there was a third Honey I Shrunk movie. It was called Honey We
Oh.
Shrunk Ourselves.
yeah, he had a good
Was
career
there?
though.
Yeah,
Mm.
and like
Mhm.
so they shrunk themselves, and then their kids have a party because they think the parents aren't home,
And,
I'm glad I don't
I
know
saw
about
that.
that.
And then the
They get in the
kids
bubble
like
machine.
they end up in their son's bedroom and he jizzes and the jizz lands on.
That's honey.
And
That's how
Rick
I spunk the
Moranis'
kids.
wife dies in an unfortunate jizz drowning.
Bev,
I don't know if you
Bev
heard
had
my
a
joke just then. I'm going to say it again.
Say it again, Bev.
That's honey. I spunk the kids.
No, but he
yeah, so
had a
some
really
tip-
good career though. He was actually the
Yeah.
only person cast in any movie at all in the 80s.
Ever.
Yeah, and they're all great.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, so I imagine a bunch of celebrities, like a Tom Cruise and a Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Superstars.
Superstars.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson, Cher Lloyd.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, they get shrunk.
Oh.
And then they run through Darren Hayes' head.
Yeah, when superstars and cannonballs. So there's pirates there, like
Well, when they go in there, they find poo pirates, and they they have to fight.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
I
I was like,
what? I have nothing funny to say about cops and robbers, but what a fucking stupid line.
Yeah.
Cops
That's
and
something you
robbers.
say.
Cops and robbers.
What are you? 4?
Well, that's just today, isn't it? Like, there's heaps of cops and there's heaps of robbers.
No, it's
They're
just
everywhere.
robbers.
Yeah.
Robbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
robbers.
No one
He's been robbed
identifies
by
as
a
a robber.
Robber.
What do you do? Oh, well,
I'm a robber.
I've been known to rob things here and there. Guess
Yeah,
some
it'd be
call
like-
me a robber.
I rob things. Oh, so you're a robber? No. A thief. I prefer thief.
I prefer burglar.
Criminal.
I am a cat burglar, actually.
What is the difference between a cat one and
Well,
And a
one
regular
burgles, the other one burgles cats.
that makes sense. All right, the chorus. Speaking of cats,
Well, actually, would you like to know what a cat burglar is that makes it different to a regular burglar?
okay, yes.
I love
And then
Googling
can you
things.
do, after you've done that, can you do ham?
But- yes, I
Stop!
can.
It's already dead.
We need a new sting that's Bev Googles it. A cat burglar is a thief who enters a building by climbing to an upper story.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, elevated burgling.
Like a cat.
Burgling.
Elevated burgling.
And a hamburglar is a person or group of people that place a large order of hamburgers from the McDonald's drive-thru.
I'm taking all of them. So, okay, the chorus goes, because I want to live like animals, careless and free like animals. I want to live. I want to run through the jungle, the wind in my hair and the sand at my feet.
All right, listen here, dickhead. Ain't no sand in the jungle. It's
Nah,
leaves and dirt.
Very rich, fertile soil
Sand
in the
at the
jungle.
beach.
Yeah.
Dirt at
Yeah.
the jungle.
Yeah.
Just the beach?
Did he run all the way through the jungle to the beach?
If by jungle you mean sand
Possibly, yeah.
dunes,
Maybe the Amazon.
then yes.
He would have had to run pretty fucking far if it was the Amazon
What are those
to
things?
get through the Amazon and then to the beach.
Surely there's like a little
last
bay.
running through the jungle before a jaguar took him. Or one of
Yeah,
those-
but he's
one of the-
careless and free like the animals.
one of
You
the
know what I-
caiman crocodile things.
You know what I think of when I read that line? When he's like careless and free. I think all he means by that is like, I want to be able to shit everywhere, like anywhere that I want, whenever I want.
Careless and free.
It's just
like
one of those
animals.
arguments where like people go, "Oh, I just really want to live off grid and like just like that's it. I just want to do nothing, like just be on my own." And it's like, yeah, fucking
Cannibal.
give it 5 minutes, and then you'll be like,
Yeah.
I really want my phone.
I genuinely think that animals in the jungle are 100% 24/7 on edge because of
Death.
disease, death, weather,
Yeah.
predators.
Other
It's-
bigger animals.
You're literally in fear of dying every second of the day.
Yeah, unless you
It's
are
far from
Infinitely
careless.
a worse way to live.
unless you
Yeah.
are a Tyrannosaurus
Apex
Rex.
predator.
In which case, you probably should have had some idea of cautiousness because
Or
you
you should
died
be. You should
anyway
have
from
died out
massive
65
fucking meteor.
million years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The moral of the
Yeah.
story is he still died, so just do whatever.
Hey, Sav,
Yeah.
if you could be any animal,
Yep.
what would you be?
Running through the jungle.
Fuck, mate, you really fucking left me on edge here. Elephant.
Why?
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 Yeah.
Because they do that real cool thing where they like fling their trunk around.
That's a
if
great
Dream big,
reason why.
Zav. Dream big.
But
Yeah.
what if a murder of tigers show up and
Fuck off, I'm
they
an elephant.
and
I
they're
think
like
a group of tigers is a posse, actually.
no, but they're gonna murder him. That's why I said that.
Oh.
So then they're like, look at that big elephant, and the other one's like, yeah, look at that trunk though. And then they go, yeah, but there's 8 of us, so 4 of us hit the trunk, and the rest of them just absolutely just pull your intestines out. Like,
I'm
why?
really-
would-
Are you an
Well,
Indian elephant?
Like how?
He's
what
pretty
kind
careless.
of elephant am I? I'm the biggest one that there is. I don't know what the fucking
African.
thing is for that.
African
But that's
elephant.
what I am. But
Okay.
I'm fast, you know.
I'm
And
fast.
if someone wants to come at me, they can just be stampled by me. Like I don't care. That's who I am. All
Did you
right?
say stampled?
Yeah.
Stampled.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how elephants do it.
Yeah.
It's a stamp and a
Stamp
tramp.
on it.
What would you be, Dan Southern?
If I was running through the jungle,
Yeah, with the wind in your hair and the sand at your feet.
be a platypus.
You'd be a fucking platypus.
Like if
Elusive.
if you're fucking, I reckon the rest
My
of
name's
animals.
Dan. I want to be on a 20-cent piece.
I didn't really think this through, but I think all I've got going for me is that I think maybe if a leopard or something was to,
Oh,
you know,
he's
Yeah.
been caught out. Oh.
I'd go like, let's get that thing, and they'd be like, what is that? And then they just wouldn't really have an appetite for me because they wouldn't know what I am. And all I'd have to do is like confuse them long enough, and then if I get to the water, they're not catching me then.
They can swim.
Not better than a platypus or a platypi.
Platypi.
What about you, Bevo?
Let's hear.
My first thought was to pick elephant as well, just to piss off Zav.
Oh, Indian
You wouldn't
elephant.
piss me off. You
Nah,
would, we
African
could
one,
be
nothing.
You'd
combined.
be welcome.
Let's
You'd be
be
welcomed
elephant.
into his. Yeah, you'd be welcomed into
But
his
then,
herd.
but then you said about wind in my hair, and I was like, what animal has the best hair? Have you guys heard of the Afghan hound before?
Yeah.
Can you
Oh,
just
here we
Google
go.
quickly the Afghan hound?
Mm.
I want to be an Afghan hound with the wind in my hair
Sounds like some fucking.
and the sand in my
rabid
little
up
ground
dog.
tappers.
That looks like a giant poodle with straightened poodle hair.
Yeah,
Bevo would be a great Afghan hair.
that's all I want in life, really.
And
Runs
the
in
Afghan
jungle.
hound is a hound that is distinguished by its thick, fine, silky coat and its tail with a ring curl at the end.
Oh, that's the dog where you look at it from behind and it looks like a girl who's sexy with blonde hair, and then they turn around and it's a dog.
That's a dog. Ah, that
me every
meme always gets you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When it's on Hinge.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Yeah.
ever,
Yeah.
you should Google Afghan hound underwater as well. It's really funny.
I think I would be a blue whale.
Yeah,
Because I want
that's a good
nothing
choice.
to do with this fucking song. I don't want any hair, and I don't want the sand at my feet.
Also, the largest mammal to ever exist, ever
Yeah, nothing fucking with that.
throughout history. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Well, me and you can go for a swim, Chibs.
I would eat you without even knowing you were there.
We could have adventures.
Yeah, yeah,
Platypus and whale, platypus and whale.
whale swimming through the ocean, having adventures.
Is that an elephant on the shore? Let's
Accidentally
not worry about it.
swallowing.
You'll have a whale of a time.
Good on you,
Verse-
Blinky.
Verse 2. I've been having difficulties keeping to myself. Feelings and emotions better left up on the shelf. Animals and children tell the truth, they never lie. Which one is more human? There's a thought. Now you decide.
That's got to be the.
Not
Is
over,
it the
not
end, or
over.
you got more?
That's what I-
Not over.
Compassion
Okay.
in the jungle. Compassion in your hands, yeah. Would you like to make a run of it? Run for it? Would you like to take my hand? Yeah.
This
Which
is
one is more human, a child or an animal?
There's
I'm
a
not
thought.
This is the
sure.
dumbest line. We've done some fucking dumb songs before. This is the dumbest fucking line in music history.
Yeah.
Animals and children tell the truth. They never lie. Well, no, they don't, because children do lie.
I was going to say children are the world's biggest liars.
Yes.
Have you ever spoken to a child?
But my son told me an entire fucking story about what he did today, and I spent all day with him. And it was nothing the same as what we actually did. I went and fucking repaired the fucking tire on my bike. That's what happened. Had nothing to do with Iron Man. No one died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, Iron Man down there. It just lays at someone. They're dead now. You're like,
Yeah,
right,
100%.
okay.
You go, fuck, all right, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
I don't think that
you-
happened.
You
Yeah.
No,
liar.
It was me.
But,
There was
you
a
know,
hole
that
in
must
my
be the
tyre, and I
truth.
threw it at the
'cause-
fucking wall. Is what happened.
It must be the truth, because according to Savage Garden, then children can never lie.
I'm not a betting man, but if I was or were, if I were a betting man, and the question was, which one's more human, animals or a child, animals or children, I'd probably bet on the one not covered in fur.
That can't grasp the English language.
I think I'd bet on the one that is a fucking human. Which one's more human? Probably the one that is a human.
Hey,
That's
now,
gotta
it's a
be the
thought-
answer.
but it's an interesting thought, and now it's up to you to decide.
I decide
I
the
can't
human
wait.
is more human than the one that's not human.
How's leaving me up to the decision too? I didn't ask for this.
No, that's
You presented it.
This
I
sounds
just can't
this,
wait to be a dad where my child will come up to me and tell me some fucking bullshit, and then I'll just look them in the eye and be like, "Fucking don't do that."
Lies!
Yeah.
You've turned in my house into a house of lies!
Stop being a
Data.
fucking little idiot and say what fucking really happened.
Let's move on. Compassion in the jungle. There's no compassion in the jungle.
None.
Stand in the jungle.
Yeah.
No.
If there's a
The
dying,
jungle is not full of
if you're a
compassion.
macaw in the jungle, right, and you're dying, do you think the leopard's going to be like, "You're right. Let me take you to the nearest hospital," or do you think?
Fuck,
he's
sorry,
gonna-
mate. I didn't mean to bite you.
Yep.
Just instinct. You know how it is sometimes.
Yeah. So I did look up an interesting article, which I think might bring some gravitas to the conversation.
Which is what we need.
Here are the best liars in the animal kingdom,
Oh, good.
according to National Geographic.
Yeah.
Blue jay birds are among nature's
Fucking
most
liars.
gifted liars. For instance, blue jays do a good job of imitating a variety of hawk species. There you go.
There's
The blue jay.
lying.
Liar!
Lying pieces of shit.
Yeah. A cowbird. North America's cowbirds produce up to 40 eggs a season, and instead of making their own nests, females sneak them into other birds' nests.
Not a fucking drop of milk to be seen.
Lies! Eastern grey squirrel. Eastern grey squirrels of North America will hold a nut in their teeth and pretend to bury it in a variety of places before actually doing so. A tactic to keep other squirrel thieves guessing where the nuts are. Lies! Here we go. The last one. Cephalopods.
Oh, yep, squids and the like.
Yeah. Many marine species, such as cuttlefish, have what's called sneaker males.
You sneaking.
Rebecca Young, a biologist at the University of Texas at Austin, says by email, sneaker males will look like females to avoid being attacked by a larger dominant male, while the male guards the nest and the female the sneaker, whose feminine disguise includes a smaller size and more mottled coloration, dashes in,
Also a handbag and lipstick.
dashes in and fertilizes the eggs.
The larger dominant the larger dominant male strolls by and just sees him, stares him down. Lies.
Is there nothing more funny than someone dashing in and doing something?
Dashing in and just jizzing all over the eggs. Fucking pest of a cuttlefish. Real sex pest.
Imagine having that many brains to like work out a way to like get into doing something like that. It's like you don't use it for other powers. Like they haven't used it to like be able to communicate with humans about things. Like they're just like, I'm just gonna fucking be heaps good at disguise. I can just fucking jizz all over some other person.
Boy, this guy's gonna think that I'm a chick, but I got a dick, and I'm gonna put my jizz all over those eggs.
And this is my story.
Yeah.
He's got his own TV show.
Yeah. It's like an Oz style
Have you guys
prison
seen that
show.
Netflix show, My Octopus Teacher? I
haven't
really
watched
love it.
it.
I really love it.
I
I
haven't
haven't watched
watched
it,
it.
but it's just like it's just like
He gets the
jizzer.
octopus to jerk him off or something, doesn't he?
It's not far off what really
Yeah.
happens.
So yeah, there you go. Animals and children tell the truth; they never lie. Lie. He goes into another chorus. The careless and free and
Shitting all over
so
the
on.
place.
Shitting everywhere, having sex wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never showering.
Dashing in.
Yeah, dashing in, sperming everywhere. Verse 3. Sometimes this life can get you down. It's so confusing. There's so many rules to follow, and I feel it. Because I just run away in my mind. Superstars and cannonballs running through your head. Television freak shows, cops and robbers everywhere. Animals and children tell the truth, they never lie. Which one is more human? There's a thought. Now you decide.
Don't fucking do it twice, you piece of
Don't
shit.
put it on me, mate. I know. Yeah, it's up to
He
you.
just snuck that shit into the third verse, didn't he?
Mm.
Really mixed it up.
How
do you
smart
know
is
how?
his dog, and how dumb is his kid for him to be confused by that?
I know. Yeah. He must have some super pup.
Yeah.
There's so many rules to follow. So I looked up how many rules there are in Australia, and by rules I mean laws.
Jibs does the math.
Yeah, there are over 40,000 laws in Australia.
Well, then he's right.
I know, so many.
Good on him. He's really pointed something out there. I didn't realise.
How good is the law? There's an Australian law that still hasn't been abolished yet. Is that the word? I don't know
Yeah.
what the word is. To like
That's good.
stop a law.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't have said anything.
I've got big
you're
words
right
in my
there,
head, and I'm ready to use them.
Another jingle.
If you own a pub or run a pub or any drinking establishment, you must provide a place to tie up your horse and water for the horse.
Is that legit?
That's a legitimate law in Australia.
We should
Fair
start
enough.
some video series of just us just
Dan
going-
Southern riding horses into like city pubs, like
Howling
smack bang in the middle. No, like go into the middle of the Sydney and like
excuse me,
ride a
sir.
horse.
Where can I store my steed?
Where may I sequester my horse?
Do you have a rope and
Are
tie
you-
to store my steed at the front of your establishment?
Are you to tell me that there is no horse storing area in this establishment?
Facility.
My horse is under what?
There'd just be some giant Maori fucking bouncer, just fuck
holding
off,
it.
bro. Holds it and has to drink out of the cup of its hand.
Yeah, well, that's.
fucking-
I mean, look,
Sorry to take
he's.
it there.
What is he saying? There's so many rules to follow, and I feel it. I feel it too. If there's 40,000, I think I follow about 9 of these rules.
Well, it's stealing from Coke machines.
You know
Is
what?
it
One of the
one?
rules must be pay tax. I don't do that.
Wait, did I say that out loud?
Uh-oh.
Jibs, delete that bit.
No, I'm going to tag the ATO.
Can you delete that thing that Zav just said? I feel for him.
Yeah. It wasn't Dan, it was Ryan.
So the bridge
You're an arsehole, Ryan.
section, he just repeats about the compassion and all that in the jungle. And then he goes pretty hard here at the end. Let me just quickly smash it out for you. Because I want to live like animals, careless and free like animals. I want to run through the jungle, the wind in my hair and the sand at my feet. Because I want to live like animals, careless and free. I want to run through the jungle, the wind in my hair. I want to live, and I want to live. So I want to live, like animals. I want to live, like animals, like animals, like animals. I want to feel it 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 like animals, like animals, like animals.
I want to feel it like animals. I want to feel it like animals.
And you got to say that I want to feel it really aggressive. Like I want to feel it.
Like animals. I want to feel it like animals. I want to feel it like animals.
That's the kind of route that where like it starts off real like rough, and then it gets real like it's kind of hard. Like you just loot. You're like, oh, I want to live.
Not even like I want to feel it like an animal.
Yeah,
No, like animals.
Multiple
Like
animals.
all
I want to experience what multiple animals experience.
Yeah. However they're feeling, I want to feel it.
Yeah.
I want to feel it.
I want you to put together the orgasmic sensation of an octopus, a horse, and
A pig.
an
a
emu.
meerkat.
All of these
Emu.
I want a 15-year lifespan. Subject to disease.
I want to feel it.
Yeah.
The chance to live in a zoo.
I want to root like a monkey and walk like a giraffe the next morning.
So that's the lyrics. Pretty good stuff, hey?
wanna feel
what
it like
a
animals.
time that
Dumb.
was, hey?
Yeah. So it's written by Darren Hayes and Daniel Jones, who
So-
are the two members of Savage Garden.
Yeah. I always wondered what, because Darren Hayes is the singer. So,
Darren's the singer, yeah.
do you think it was more of a situation that Daniel Jones fully wrote it? Like he got the guitar. Like I know he did like all the instrumentation and stuff, but
Yeah.
do you think he was fully going to Darren? Like Darren's going, I want to live like animals. I want to live like animals. I want to live like animals. And like Daniel Jones is like, no, dude, go. I want to live like animals. And he's like, oh, that's way better. And
That's
then,
the vibe I get from it.
do
Is
you
that
reckon?
he has? I can't say 100% because I don't have any research to back it up. But the vibe I get is that Daniel Jones would come to him with a completed song, but Darren Hayes has such a good voice that
Yeah, he got some
it's
shit about
like-
cops and robbers, and he
that he just has to
shimmied
do that.
into the.
Because what the fuck did Darren Hayes ever do after it?
Yeah, and why isn't Daniel Jones,
Jones.
sorry,
Jones.
not Daniel
Yeah.
Jones. Sorry about that. Don't tag Daniel Jones in this podcast ever.
Please do.
He's busy doing heroin. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
that's what I mean. Don't bother
And
him.
not Natalie
Um,
Imbruglia anymore.
Nah.
So, like, why isn't Daniel Jones why isn't it just Darren Hayes? You know what I mean? And like, but Savage Garden, Daniel Jones, instead of just being one of the songwriters or the songwriter, like all of the songs we do in this podcast is like, like the one we just did. What's her face? None
Cher
of those.
Lloyd.
Yeah. It's Cher Lloyd. It's not like Cher Lloyd and then all these people. Like, no, they're just
No.
listed as songwriters.
Well, I can tell you why. In 1993, multi-instrumentalist and producer Daniel Jones placed an advertisement in the Brisbane newspaper Time Off, seeking a vocalist for his 5-piece covers band, Red Edge, which he had
Nice.
formed with his brothers. Darren Hayes, who was studying at the university, was the only respondent and joined after his first audition.
Well, hang
You
on,
never know,
hang
hey.
on, hang
You
on.
really
hang on,
never
hang on.
know.
The only respondent, and they gave him an audition.
I know, what a fucking dick move,
Well
eh?
done. You'd always
That's
think,
that's
like,
one of those that's a power move,
Yeah.
like big
Like, I know
power
the
move.
only applicant, but we're going to give you a job interview anyway, just
Well,
to make sure.
he doesn't know he's the
available.
only applicant, so
happened to
let's
me
make him
once.
audition.
I
It does
there was
now.
a, there was a
Idiot.
competition to write a jingle for a thing, and I was the only entrant, so I won. and I got to record the jingle.
What was
Nice.
it?
Have you got that somewhere?
I'll show you guys later. But,
Okay.
My dad picks the fruit that makes the cotties cordial.
not that exciting, to be honest. But yeah, you always, in the back of your mind, you're like, I won by default, which in
Yeah.
Simpsons is like the sweetest plum.
So everyone's disappointed.
yeah, but you never
It's like
know.
when
Yeah.
you get a participation award for coming like 10th in the cross country.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to rip that shit up.
Mm.
If my kid got that, I'd fucking rip it up in front of him.
Well, it's like when you're faced with the 2020 presidential
That-
election and you're like, fuck, I'll just pick the one that's not the jingle
Trump.
that I wrote.
So
Off
Savage
to our
Garden
Trump listeners.
they were originally called Crush.
Crush is pretty good.
Do you think Crush is a better name than Savage Garden?
I don't think it's better. I really do like Savage Garden.
Yeah.
Savage Garden's got that juxtaposition.
I just
'cause,
think
what
whenever,
garden
like, I've
is savage?
always thought of Savage Garden as just being a big fuck off lantana bush that's gotten out of control.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
gonna
what I've
spike
got
ya.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do know his thoughts about jungles and whatnot, so I don't know what
Yeah.
his version of a garden is.
You go in and you come out and your eyeballs have been replaced by thorns.
Wasps.
Savage.
Or you go into a garden, there's just a whole bunch of people in there just throwing shade at you, and they're just being real savage to you, and you leave and you just
Yeah.
cry. That doesn't happen to you guys? Never mind me too.
They only released 2 albums, Savage Garden, other than some best ofs.
Was that
But-
enough for a best hits album, was it? Or...
Yeah, they had a few of them.
Yeah, in their friggin' case it was.
And they sold 23 million albums worldwide.
Not surprised.
Did not realise that.
My mum had these ones, both albums. I'm
They
pretty sure.
were huge
Yep.
everywhere in the world.
Yep.
very much a mum
So-
band, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. They were asked to write a song for the Julia Roberts movie Runaway Bride, but turned it down to compose a song for the flop movie The Other Sister. Now, can I please give you the plot summary of The Other Sister?
Please do.
First of all, have you ever seen The Other Sister?
I saw
No.
bits of it in the music video.
Okay, other than that.
No.
Okay. Here is the plot, the summary. After receiving a well earned certification from a sheltered boarding school, Carla Tate, played by Juliette Lewis, an ambitious and mildly mentally disabled young woman, returns home to her overprotective and slightly snobby mother, Elizabeth, played by Diane Keaton. Elizabeth seems to act as if she is embarrassed about her youngest daughter's disability. During family discussions, Elizabeth adopts an uneasy attitude. Carla's father, Radley, played by Tom Skerritt, is a dentist and recovering alcoholic.
Mm.
Carla's ambition is to seek more independence from her family by earning a diploma from a trade school. When Carla meets another mentally disabled student, Daniel McMahon, nicknamed Danny, played by Giovanni Ribisi,
Oh, yeah.
they become friends and soon fall in love together. Envying freedom, Carla convinces her parents she is capable of living on her own and moves into her
Fuck.
own apartment.
I'm just going
After
to
it-
get a beer.
Hold on, this is the
second.
last line, and
Okay.
this really, really brings it home.
Okay, good. Yeah.
After a time, Carla and Danny become sexually active together.
Now it's all right. So what happens? So what happens next? What happens next?
Finn. Finn.
All credits.
Like finish that
now
scene
tell
and
me-
move on to the next one. Is that what you mean?
Is this movie A, a drama, B, a comedy, or C, science fiction?
It's
Oh,
100% drama.
Science fiction.
I'm going science fiction just because it's in the
Me too.
it's in the options. And
The
you
answer
wouldn't
is
think it-
B, comedy.
Sounds like a
Ah.
riot, doesn't it?
It just seemed
drama-ish.
too shit. To be
I don't think you can get away with laughing at mentally disabled people anymore.
Nah, we've all watched Tropic Thunder. We know how that ended.
You never go full retard.
No.
Yeah. What about the movie The Ringer?
What's that?
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
I don't know
He
that.
he like infiltrates like a mentally handicapped school, and
Right.
he plays someone that's like not handicapped, and then puts on a handicapped like
And this movie got
persona.
green lit.
Yeah, it's a Johnny Knoxville movie, man. Like it's
Fuck, you acting like I should know every fucking Johnny Knoxville
no,
movie.
I mean like when you say it's green lit, like it's like he's a pretty big dude. Like if he's doing something, it's gonna get green lit.
He's a big boy.
He's a
Okay,
big bloody
right.
boy.
Well, anyway, that's what they decided to. They went, no, not the Runaway Bride with Julia Roberts in it. We'll do the one about the retards. Yeah.
Are you allowed to say that?
I'll tell ya.
What do you mean?
It is.
Say what?
It's a little offensive, but that's okay.
What is?
Retards.
Okay.
Anyway, I want to talk.
All right. Sorry about
Just-
that. Then.
I got on a little Wikipedia adventure just then while you were telling me the summary of the movie that sounded
Oh, you weren't
the most
listening.
boring movie on the planet. If you guys were Savage Garden, I might put this to Zav.
Yep.
If you're Savage Garden, you're Savage, and the other guy's Garden, and you are making the set list for your Savage Garden Affirmation World Tour,
Yeah.
where would you place the animal song in your 17-song set?
Opener.
Third encore.
Opener.
I just really love how I was asked the question, but fucking you are the two fuckwits just jumped in and answered.
Well, I
for me.
wasn't here to
good on
hear that
you.
it was directed
How
at
about you
you.
fucking
So
pay here for the
I wasn't
podcast?
listening.
We allocate every Tuesday night from 8:30 to 11 o'clock, and you can't even be here for the whole bloody thing.
it's because I live careless and free.
Like animals.
You're like a
animal.
fucking
Like
animal just going
like a
down to the
mink.
pond to get a fucking drink.
Like a llama.
I'm like a fucking.
I'd be
Zebu.
opening with this song. This is the song I'd open with.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Jibs, 17
Yeah.
songs in your set. Where would you place this?
16th.
Second last.
Yeah.
Dan Southern.
I would open with it. Have you
Sorry, Chip.
heard the way it opens?
16th, but is 17 songs in the set? Usually, when you have an encore, would you have come on like the 14th, or do you come on?
Nah, they would have left after 12. They would have left after 12 and then played a bunch, I reckon.
Huge. It's a huge
Yeah.
encore.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me tell you. They opened with The Best Thing, which doesn't have a Wikipedia link, so I guess it wasn't a single. They
What's it gonna be?
close with Affirmation, which is the second shittest song of all time.
Mm.
And the animal song comes in 9th out of 17 songs, so smack bang in the middle.
So you reckon they went with a soft opening? Like, sometimes they'll do that at a show that it'll be this huge show, but they'll start really soft.
I don't
Do you
know the
reckon that's-
song, so I have
I don't
idea.
know the song. I don't know.
But it is the.
I would open with Moon and Back.
I'd aim
This
with-
one's got like da 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 like drums. It's like you could just keep those. Yeah, you could just see
So
this-
Boo!
This is the song that you pump into the set list halfway through when everyone's lost interest a little bit in the deep cuts, and you get them
Yeah.
back in a way.
Good
Yeah.
evening,
We'll lose
everyone.
them
We'd
again
like to
real
start
quick.
with a song, and we're going to thank Mr. Old McDonald for it.
Everyone sing it with me. E-I-E-I-O. Hey, E-I-E-I-O.
You guys
I
know
want
Dr.
to
Dolittle?
Anyway,
So
yeah.
apparently these days, the guys in Savage Garden have no relationship at all.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
you wouldn't.
Yep.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
I don't
They
know
have
why
They have
you wouldn't.
nothing.
You just
They have nothing to do with each other at all.
Yeah, right.
Old mate. So
Just have a
Darren
Darren Hayes.
Hayes.
More, I assume.
well, he went on to have a solo career, sort of, and Daniel Jones became a property developer.
Oh, what?
Chase the money.
How is it that he?
They can live off their royalties.
Did you read the
That's,
quote that I
that's
just
what
read?
it is. They can live off their
Jibs?
royalties.
Here's a quote.
Huh?
In
Yeah.
August 2007, Hayes was asked by the Daily Telegraph if he and Jones would ever consider a reunion. He replied abruptly, "No, never. I once said I'd only do it if I cured cancer, and that's still how I feel."
Yeah, yeah. That's not that.
Hey.
Nah, it's not on. I think so. Apparently, Daniel Jones pulled the plug on the whole thing, and Darren was very fucking dirty about it.
He's like, where am I
Daniel
going to get all my
Jones-
songs?
Yeah, Daniel Jones just didn't want to have anything to do with it anymore. He didn't want to fucking tour. He didn't want to do anything. He was smashing a bird from High Five, knocked her up, and went like, "I'm sweet." He even said, like, his actual quote from him is, "I feel like Hugh Grant from About a Boy, where basically I just fill my day with things to do because he can just live off the royalties. He can live off his royalties. So he flips houses." That's what he does. Yep.
That'd be
Wow.
life.
And he's married to... Do you remember the Asian chick from High Five? The original High Five?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
The puppet.
He's married to her.
Good
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah.
He's also the IT guy at my work.
He's the most everyman person ever. Like, there's just...
Could you imagine if he was
There's
just
nothing
working on
star
he's
quality
working on
about
your
him.
computer and he's just humming to himself? I believe that.
You're like, dude, you do that really well, eh? And he's like, I am the guy. And you're like,
He's
no,
like,
you're not. You're an IT guy. And he's like, no, I'm
Yeah.
the guy.
Like a chicken cherry cola.
But he is like what I was saying before about writers. Like he is what a writer would be if they had gotten the chance to be in the band. So
Yes.
when we're looking up all these things and like this is at 8 writers, there's a reason why they're writers. Is because this is what it ends up like.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it
Fucking
doesn't look like a
nuts.
rock star.
No.
Yeah.
I was doing a bit of research into who actually played on the albums because my TAFE teacher had told me back in the day, it's a long time ago, that he played drums on Savage Garden's first album.
Bullshit.
Funny
No one
because
did.
he's not credited in the
Yep.
thing at all, but
All right.
he said he did, and that they were all given the option to take their daily fee as a session musician or a percentage, and not one session musician took a percentage.
What
They
a
all took
fucking
their, like-
bunch of idiots.
They all took their like
But,
$500 daily fee
That's
and went
so fucked.
Do-do-do-do-do,
Do you reckon
and it would be
animals and
worth
TAFE teachers
millions
tell
of
the truth?
dollars.
They never lie.
But imagine
Yeah.
if they kind of hung out with Daniel Jones without Darren Hayes around, and he was like, "Look, man, get you guys in to be session musicians or whatever," and he kind of shows them all their parts, and then like the drums going ba 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 ba, and he's like, "Well, I can give you $800, or you can take a percentage." He's like, "I think I'll take the 800." And so none of them ever met Darren Hayes.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
like, I'm sure if they would have heard his angelic voice, they would have went, "Holy shit! I'm getting
Like, this is
some
pretty
shit."
good. So it's produced by Savage Garden and Walter
White.
and Anana Sniff. We've spoken about this guy. We've spoken about this guy, haven't we?
Anana
There's Have a Sniff.
Anana Sniff.
He's the
Have
dude
a
that
nana
did all.
sniff. You
He's
know,
the same dude
any
that
type
did
of-
all the Mariah Carey stuff. Like he produced all of Mariah
He's the
Carey,
one
and he
that
also
when had a
produced
nana
My Heart.
Sniff, he had a nana wank.
He produced My Heart Will Go On.
No, he's
Wow.
all right then. He's fine.
Yeah, and we have spoken about him before because I'm sure we made the exact same jokes that his name sounds like Have a Sniff.
Yeah. Oh,
But anyway,
have a sniff.
he produced this along with Savage Garden. And the only other production thing I've got here is that I completely forgot how shitty techno the fucking drums are in this
Yeah.
song.
Yes,
Like
me
I
too.
always just had
Yeah.
the intro drums, like the actual drums, and then it's just like this really like lo-fi set back, just
Yeah. super 90s.
You're
Even
like,
though-
oh, why'd you do that?
yeah, yeah. But there,
Why'd you do that?
do you
Have a
reckon it's
sniff.
like do you reckon it's real drums at the start?
I think so.
I reckon it sounds a bit MIDI-ish, like it might have been played on a keyboard.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, I mean, it doesn't sound super bad, but I reckon it sounds like the MIDI before MIDI got unrecognizable. Like you
okay.
play MIDI and it sounds like real drums. I reckon it
Or
was
just
like MIDI.
triggering real drum samples.
Yeah, but it was like
But yeah.
MIDI, like before it got good.
Yeah. I don't know. Any other production stuff?
I am. I've gone in a little Wikipedia black hole of Darren Hayes live concert films. And since he broke up, he's never done Animal Song in his concert set lists. He's done every other one, but he doesn't do Animal Song anymore. So even
Because he
thinks
woke up one
shit.
day and he was like, I don't fucking want to live like an animal.
He's like, I'm living like a god.
Yeah.
Maybe he
47 properties in Sydney.
yeah.
I'm fine.
Maybe he had a thought. He had a thought, and he did decide that humans are more human than animals.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't sing the
No,
contradiction.
There's no way that happened. 'Cause that's
He's
not
like,
true.
I was a different person when I wrote those lyrics, and I've changed. I believe that humans are more human now.
Kid lied to me, and it changed my
Yeah.
worldview completely.
I was shattered
Yeah.
for a year.
Yeah.
I couldn't leave my room for a year.
He told me he was a spaceman, and I thought, you're a little boy. You're not a
Just like-
spaceman at all.
NASA would never let him into the program.
Something was up with that, and it didn't fly right with me.
So the video, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you watched it, Bevo?
Yeah, I watched it.
Ah, well, you better fucking tell us about it.
Okay, hit it.
Here's the video facts from A to Z, and they're coming at you straight from Ryan B. It's a terrible song, and I know you agree.
Music video summary.
With Bevo.
Did you
Actually
hit
gonna
it?
Actually, gonna hit it this time. Okay, this is a short one, so buckle in. Mr. Garden stands right in the fucking way of a parade. Move!
Mr. Garden.
Mr. Garden. Mr. Savage and Mr. Garden go to a parade.
I did have a
one
bit-
where Sunny-
Sydney
Oh,
Airport,
Mr.
paging
Penfold.
Mr. Garden, Mr. Savage Garden. Your flight is waiting.
I'll give you the rest. There's a bit more. There's one more sentence. The video features scenes from a movie no one saw.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Glad you included that.
Pretty
What
much.
movie was it? Not sure. I didn't see it.
Something.
Darren Hayes basically just squints at the camera and checks out guys in the parade. Like, that's what happens.
Yeah. It's a dumb video for a dumb song.
Brutal.
Anyone got any video comments?
No.
No.
Didn't watch it, actually. Should I watch it?
The video-
No,
honestly, the
you don't have to watch it.
I put it on just to listen to the song because I knew the song, but I was like, oh, I'm just gonna jump on the YouTube video to have a listen. And it's just whole shit, nothing really.
Nah.
How good's his
I-
one earring?
It's pretty rad.
There's an elephant in this, actually.
Yeah, there is. There's Zav.
Hey.
Yeah. Some YouTube comments. I got a few. This one's from a year ago. It says Darren said in an interview that the scenes where he walks and people are passing by him, they were either touching him, smiling, making faces, or even tickled him. That's why he smiles and he's looking on his right and left because he didn't know what they were going to do.
He's like, oh, I wonder if I'll get fingered.
Didn't know what they were going to do.
I've got a good comment here.
One dude just comes past with a full erect dick, just like no pants, playing that fucking drum off his chest. Boom, 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 boom. No pants, fully rock hard.
He's like, you want to live like animals? So do I.
I'm careless and free.
Fuck, I can't even talk now.
I got one more that says,
I've got one.
oh, actually, I got a bunch, but yeah, go Zav.
Here's one from the account is called Marijuana Know Something. Marijuana Know Something. It says, when I was young, I thought he said like cannibals. Then I thought it was like cannonballs. Again, still wrong.
I got one here
Keep
from.
trying.
This is from Bomb W1 6 months ago. Darren, you best of the world vocal.
Very good.
Oh yeah,
that is good.
one.
I got one from T Bear 2 years ago. God, why are most gorgeous men gay?
Are they gay?
Darren is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, raging homosexual.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Since when?
Here's one from Mary L.
I really didn't know that.
25 years ago.
Wow.
Mary L.
Good.
Campbell 1 month ago. Music like these are hard to find nowadays. 100 emoji finger peace emoji thing. I'm glad this is one of the songs I grew up with. Heart emoji. No nude girls, no twerking, no sexual words. 100 emoji, grinning emoji, black heart emoji.
Jesus.
I
I got one from
sexual words.
British Apadu
Yeah,
from 1 year ago.
I was about to say the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Jojo
You go, Zav.
Oh, okay.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Because I got another one. I got another one
All
after
right,
this.
all right. I always thought Darren Hayes was inspired to write this by the amazing wildlife and jungles of his native Australia. I could picture him singing it to the kangaroos, koalas, and kookaburras. This guy just wants to like fucking root as many fucking
I
beings as
know.
possible.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to say.
I got one really good one here. It's from it's super recent. It's from 1 week ago from Coco Sajia Jahu. It says, "Let's never ever let the government use COVID alarmism to destroy our love for our neighbours and take away our joy. Fear is the biggest illness to humanity."
Good platform. For
He's writing that on The Animal Song by Savage Garden.
I've got one last one, if that's all right. Has anyone else got any more?
No.
I got a bit of an aggressive one from Lilo Quinn from 1 week ago. I was a huge fan of him. I would play this CD over and over until it broke. God, I played CDs a lot, and like
You
they
can't
only ever broke. I actually tried to break one for a joke once. I was like, I fucking hate this CD, like just to make my friends laugh. And I like tried that hard that when I did it, it actually hurt me.
You put a CD in a microwave?
No, not yet.
Don't do it, but look up on YouTube what happens. Because
If you ever want to do something
dangerous.
cool, get a old record that you really don't like anymore, and get a bowl, like a ceramic bowl. Put it over the top of the bowl. Put it in the oven for 20 minutes, and then it melts into the shape of the bowl, and you have a little vinyl bowl
Vinyl bowl.
for the keys and your coins.
And if you stick a
Oh,
needle on it
that's-
and spin it around, it sounds like shit.
Yeah, sounds like
One last,
borderline
one last
me.
YouTube comment. This is from
Okay, one last.
Urka Skazuchi.
Ah.
Okay. Humans create problems. We would still suffer it spelt my series, but I think they meant to say miseries, even without natural disaster or animal attacks. That's not what this song is about. Animal attacks.
Animal attacks. Yeah. They happen so
What are
often.
the two things that are afflicting human nature at the moment?
Yeah,
Well,
they're the
natural
two biggest
disaster,
things for sure.
Definitely. And also animal attacks.
Yeah, I'm fucking sick of these animal attacks. Some legacy. The Animal Song became the group's third Canadian #1 single, topping the single charts for 3 weeks. It also peaked at number 3 in Australia and New Zealand, number 19 in the United States, and in the summer of '99, the number 16 in the UK singles chart. Do you want to go net worth?
For
Hmm.
the boys? Or
Darren, let's say Darren Hayes' net worth, the singer.
Well, I don't really know if he's credited equally. He surely wouldn't be, right?
He is credited
like-
as a songwriter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, they've still got millions of listeners on their Spotify now. All right, well, I'm going to go 25 million.
Okay. Zav?
I'm gonna go 20 million.
Okay. Bevo?
Well, I was going to go heaps lower, but Dan's usually right on the money. So I'm going to go where the money's at. Let's say 22.
Darren Hayes is worth $20 million. Zav does the math.
I'm cheating.
Zav does
I
the
just
math,
cheated.
the math. Oh, he looked it up. Fucking cheat.
Fuck you.
Okay, what about Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones' net worth.
Hang on, let me just quickly Google.
So I reckon there's a possibility that he was credited
Daniel
more.
Jones. What did you say? Net worth. All right.
Let me just Google that.
One of the
So
highest
I'm gonna.
paid NFL players, Daniel Jones. He's worth $17.2 million according to CBS News.
Yeah,
Okay,
That's my
not
answer.
the same one.
That's not what I thought.
I'm going to say 15 on this one.
No, I'm gonna say more. I reckon he's even more. I reckon 30.
Yeah, okay. Sav? He's fucking looking it up.
number.
I don't know, 100 million.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Worthless.
it's nothing, because the guy's just a normal Joe Blow citizen, so no one gives a fuck about his net worth. But if Darren Hayes is worth 20 million, you've got to think he is worth at least 20 million, and then he is also a property developer on top of that.
So 100.
I just reckon
That's where
like
the money's at.
He
'cause
might
I've
be
had
worth
this-
50 million.
like we've done songs and had to put down like who gets percentage and shit, and the producer
Yeah.
was like, "Well, I get 15%." And imagine that on this level, right? I reckon surely if Daniel Jones is writing more of this than Darren Hayes, surely it's like, all right, well, look, you're singing, making it sound heavenly. You can have 40%. I'm taking 60.
It's entirely
Surely.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got
100%.
one last
All right.
little bit of legacy before we rate it.
Oh!
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just found this interesting.
Just
This is on
come
his
everywhere.
Wikipedia. This is on
Yeah, I
the Darren
did.
Hayes Wikipedia page.
Take that, cuttlefish.
Didn't expect that
Big
one,
old
did ya?
dick.
Forgot about that. That was
Tale as
good.
old as time. Hayes is a Star Wars fan and has been since childhood. He also collects Star Wars memorabilia, and he even auditioned for a role in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. He didn't fucking get it, so it's not newsworthy.
I would have laughed if they did give it to him, but it was like a sand monster or something.
Sand person.
I don't know what this Star Trek shit is. I don't know.
Stay tuned for our next podcast, which is Bev explains the Star
Star
Wars
Wars, the
universe.
chips.
Do you
The
know
universe.
they've decided that sand person is offensive now, so they've changed.
Ah.
Anyway, let's get,
Oh, really?
we'll get to that later. Yeah.
So I've said another. Apparently, you can't say retard either.
No, not in the Star Wars universe anyway.
Jesus.
Gungan.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Let's rate this shit.
Motherfuckers, this is it.
This is it.
Now it's time to rate this shit.
Okay, so how many how much compassion in the jungle do you think there is?
You're a
If
macaw.
10 is that no animal ever dies in the wild. They never lie, they never die in the wild. And
Shouldn't that be one?
no.
It's an
Okay.
overpopulation.
That's the worst
issue.
thing. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing that could ever happen to the
Ecosystem
planet.
goes-
What? No animals die. That's the worst
Yeah,
thing.
the entire fucking ecosystem would collapse.
Oh
with
yeah.
its own
okay.
weight.
Yeah,
So we
Yeah.
need things to
Death
die.
is good.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
Brendan.
yeah.
Kill
Brendan.
someone.
Brendan, what are you doing tonight? You haven't
Hey.
killed anyone today. I know you did yesterday, but not today.
If you're a bear and you're listening to this in the jungle, go and kill that salmon.
If you're a bear and your name is Bear Endon, let's go and swipe someone in the head.
Go and be bear ending their life. No, I wanted to be the other angel on the shoulder there. So Brendan, seek therapy, please.
Hey, Brendan.
Bevo doesn't want to have any part in this murder.
He doesn't want to be.
No, just balance it out. Just
Why don't,
equal.
why
Oh,
don't
fair
you just
enough.
live like an animal?
Just live like one of those domestic animals, like a dog.
Savage.
Mm.
A dog that follows instructions
Savage
well.
Garden.
That
If it was like a Norwegian metal band.
that sounds like something.
am Savage Garden.
Can you give us like I want to live like animals in that voice, please?
It actually sounds like something that that Emperor Palpatine would say.
Savage Garden.
I don't know what that is.
Animals and children tell the truth, they never lie.
Is that who Darth Vader?
No, you.
Is that who Darth Vader really was?
It's his dad.
Yeah. See, I know
Darth
all
Vader's
about the
dad.
Trek.
Mm.
William
He was the
Shatner,
dad.
Leonard Nimoy.
Your savage friends on the sanctuary moon.
You can't say
fuck.
stop talking right
Yeah.
That was great.
Let's just rate it. What do you give it out of 10, Zav?
now. 2.
Yes.
Piece of shit.
Dan Southern.
2 as well, only because it's not their best song. But I fucking love Savage Garden so much,
Savage
man.
Garden, the best band.
Love Savage Garden. I was like, I put this song on today, listening to it, going like, I thought the same thing about the techno. I'm like, I don't remember all this, but I do love. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And then after that, I went on this sweetest fucking Savage Garden journey, and just like
Yeah.
hit after hit after hit after hit.
Yesterday, I was listening. I had their first album on while we were having dinner. We got about 7 songs in, and Ness goes, "We're listening to Savage Garden." Yeah.
Surely she's not that surprised that the shit that you play, like,
No, she just thinks because my Spotify algorithm is so fucked that just some
yeah.
dumb shit comes on all the time.
I
Yeah.
legit got home and I put on Truly Madly Deeply
Yeah.
and I pulled Naomi in and gave her a cuddle and I'm just like whispering it to her in her ear.
Lay with you on a mountain.
She's like, I'm trying to get dinner ready. I'm like, be everything that you
Bathe
need.
you in the sea. Bathe at the bath.
Well, next time you come home, put the animal song on and give her a hug and whisper the animal song to her.
I will.
Bevo.
Like animals.
I'm sorry. This song, like,
Don't.
Bev.
no,
Eat
no,
my
no, listen here. When I was in high school, I was bullied, and, like,
By animals.
by animals,
Whoa.
pure animals, and
He's like, my name's Mowgli. I'm a Disney character.
Man cub.
So, if anyone knows the secret to man's red flower, please write in to 1001.
Oh, I'm the king of the swinging soul.
No. So, I know how bad it feels, and I don't like it, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But something in me has the extreme desire to bully Darren Hayes, and I don't know why. It's just like
Bully
man.
him.
when he talks about like
shove him.
when he talks about being on the subway and feeling uncomfortable. It's like, yeah, because I'll probably push you on the tracks.
You're like getting more
Brendan.
ruthless as the weeks go on.
Just
Like
this one,
no.
there's one song in particular, but fuck it. No, it's not a 10 though. It's like, it's catchy, and all their songs are very catchy. And this was one of my mum's favorite bands. So, in respect to my mum, let's say 6.
It's on the
Man,
wrong side of bad.
disrespectful to your mother,
it's on
Dad.
the wrong
It's
side.
Yeah.
not terrible,
So-
but it's just like
It's on the wrong side of 5.
Something's
Yeah.
something just
That's like
annoys
more
me
feeling
a
of
lot
bad
about-
for your mother than feeling of good.
Way more feeling of bad.
Don't you love your mum?
Have you called
truly
her
madly
lately?
deeply.
Just give her a call. See how she's going.
Or let Zav ring her.
If you don't, then I will.
Yeah, I'll just put her. Oh, she's already in my speed dial. So.
Hey Siri. I give it a 4
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Nice.
because it's not the best Savage Garden song.
Ring ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
It's not.
But,
What
you
is
know,
the best
but it-
Savage Garden
but it's
song?
good.
Do you know what does live in the fucking
Um,
jungle with animals?
They've got so many good songs. I don't know.
To the Moon and Back is
Yeah.
not bad.
I like some Moon and Back. I like the what's the first single they had?
I Want You.
Yeah.
What about Hey, me, shake me, take me.
Oh yeah.
When the
Fucking
man
great.
is out, you will be alone. Oh, hey.
Affirmation
yeah.
is another dud, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Listen to
I-
this song was a request.
Brendan, seek help.
This song was a
Wait,
request.
was it a request?
Cool people.
Was it?
Didn't
Yep.
I suggest this one?
Yeah, from Bevo.
Push them off the fuck.
No, this is a request from a Darren Hayes. Hey, Darren.
Well, I forgot to mention actually, just before we go, is that if you look at Darren
See
Hayes'
ya.
Wikipedia page, he lists himself as a podcaster. So
You're all fucked.
Oh fuck! Oi,
Mark,
Southern,
it's
are
tagging,
you
let's
getting
get him
drunk?
on.
Are you Southern? Are you getting drunk?
I'm already drunk.
Yeah, you know what to do tonight, mate.
reach out.
I'm good.
Get Darren Hayes on the fucking podcast.
Oh, all right. Can you edit out anything
I feel
bad
like
I said about
we
him?
all sort of went.
Well, I don't
If he
think we
comes
said
on the
anything bad
podcast,
about him.
I regret saying that I would bully him. I
Oh,
would.
Bevo said heaps of bad shit about him. Definitely get him on.
Let's
Definitely get him on.
Yeah,
There'd be
Darren.
nothing more awkward.
Sorry, Darren.
Nothing
Have
more
I-
awkward than Bevo being on there.
This can
Yeah.
definitely happen.
Yes, please.
And like
He
our
must-
whole interview process would just be like, so Darren, we've got Bevo here. He wishes to bully you. Proceed, Ryan.
Let's put an ad out to just Darren, and we'll pretend that
Yeah.
we interviewed 50 different people, like, and he'll think that he's like fucking fighting against 50 different people. He's the only person, but we're still going to interview him.
Yeah.
We're like,
And
hey,
he's like,
just the
alright,
whole
yeah,
time
yeah.
He's like, well, I know what to do here.
Southern, just send him. Send him
Oh,
messages.
I'm on
Get
it,
in
I'm on it.
contact. Get
Send
on
him
get
and
on
send
get
him.
on
And Stephen
All
Bishop,
right.
if you're listening,
There you go. Stay tuned. We are going to have Darren Hayes on the podcast. All right.
I'm
See ya.
sorry, Darren. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.